What's up, everybody? We're here doing some formula views again today, guys. I am totally messing with overlays in the middle of this one. Thought of something that I wanted to do at the absolute last minute. We're going to try it out, see how it goes. If it works, great. If it doesn't, oh well. I'm going to try and add it right now and see how it goes. Save that. Saving. So what's up, everybody? Looks like we got a fast one with David and first with a 127.73 and his Stowers on his heels with a 127.81 and Marcellus with a 127.83. As it looked like most of the day that it was going to be all David, but this looks like it's going to be a little bit closer than I thought a little bit earlier. Let's see, we're on board with Marcellus as he's trying to put down a faster lap. Alright, let's see if that works. Well, that is ugly. I'm trying to put the track map on the screen, but it looks like it's giving me a little bit of difficulty because it's a little better than the one that we normally have. Definitely not working the way I thought it was going to. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah. I don't know why it's not showing it in the stream. Let's try it. Copy. So what's everybody up to tonight as Marcellus got turned around a little bit there? Alright, let's see if I can update this. I'm definitely going to have to resize it. Let's see. It looks like it's not trying to show up in there. I'm going to have to play with it next time. Really cool track map, but doesn't look like it wants to work for us here today. Might be the fact that I need to update, but that's alright. We can pull up our other track map. If I can remember where it is on here. There we go. Boom, we got that one there. That'll work. We're going to go with car number instead of position. You let me know. Should we do car number or should we do position? Let me know in the chat what you guys think. As I have a spammer. Oh, no. I have a spammer over on Twitch. Gotta love them. Marcella's still out there trying to get a better time as we have 1 second left. That's the end of qualifying. That is the end of qualifying, guys. So starting on the pole, as these guys grid up. Starting on the pole, we got David in the number 21 starting first. We got Thomas Stowers starting second. Marcellus starting third. Mark Crawford starting fourth. Conrado. Am I saying that right? Starting 5th. David starting 6th. Juan starting 6th. Timothy Pete starting 8th. And Spencer Pete rounding out the field in that 9th position as these guys are gritting up. We're going to get ready to race in the first. Gonna get ready to race in the first race, the sprint race. Sorry guys, I'm all razzled up because I was trying to get that overlay going because that was a cool overlay, but it's not working for me, so kind of sucks. These guys are waiting for the green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out as these guys take off. Drag race down to turn number 1 between David and Thomas Stowers. Marcellus wanting to look in on this one, but he's not quite in position to slip in between them as they dive into this first left-hander. Thomas Stowers takes it deep on the outside. He's going to the lead. Thomas Stowers to the lead. Mark Crawford out of nowhere. He's going to try and take second from David. Oh, contact. Contact between Marcellus and Conrado. Tough one there. Let's take a look and see exactly what happened with the contact there. He came down into Marcellus. Marcellus came up slightly, but I think that was more of a move on that number 52. Tough one for him as Timothy Pete is on the pit road. Thomas Stowers in the lead with like a third. I think he's got a 35 points lead here. So he's just out here trying to look to add to that one here today, guys. I was just making sure we could hear it. Seemed quiet. As these guys dive in, Thomas Stowers has control. Let's look what this looks like from the blimp. As these guys are snaking behind him. Mark Crawford, he stepped it up these last few races. He's in the 2nd position. He's been slowly getting better every week. These guys are going to have to watch out for him. As they dive into the corner, Crawford moves up the track. Got a little tight, little push there. That's going to help David gain on him as it looks like Juan had an issue. Let's go see if we can figure out what happened to him. Juan goes to make a move and just, gets sideways and loses it. Marcellus had an issue. Let's go see what issue he had. Might be the same thing. This hairpin-ish, it's not quite a hairpin. This turn is really tricky. I've lost it many times here and gone straight here in a Mazda. So these guys are having issues right now. Except for these three. We go to the front of the pack. Thomas Stowers with the lead. Mark Crawford right behind him and David in 3rd. Don't expect David to stay there long. I expect him to be able to make a move here. As the blimp loses these guys. This is a fast section of the track. These guys are carrying a lot of speed through these corners. As Mark Crawford moves to the outside of Stowers, can he take the spot? He's not in the position. That doesn't mean he can't take it. As we saw Stowers take the lead from that spot on the opening lap. Braking hard. Stowers is going to keep the spot. Mark Crawford's not giving up on the high side. Somebody's been putting in practice. Mark Crawford with an impressive run here tonight in that number 5 machine. Right on the heels of Thomas Stowers. It's a whole lot easier to call it with one Thomas. Mark Crawford tries to make the move again on Stowers. Can he get there? He's not in position. Can't make any mistakes, but putting that pressure on Stowers may create a mistake out of him. Very hard to believe it could happen. He's kind of like the Iceman here in that 2:11. No matter what gets thrown at him, he somehow seems to finish on top. Mark Crawford really looking to get around him hard. All over the back end of Thomas Stowers. You know, that's the one thing. Some of these fields have been small, but these guys put on one heck of a show, especially for the lead. It seems to always be a top three battling it out for the win, regardless of what race it is. 10.5 minutes left to the sprint race, then on to the 5-minute warm-up, then the feature. Looks like David Kaufman had to enter the pits. Must have had to take a fast repair. As David, as a Calamiri? I don't know if I'm saying it right. If somebody out there knows it, let me know if I'm saying it correctly. As he takes that second spot from Mark Crawford. So the battle for second, we have a change there. Can we get a change for the lead? Is Mark Crawford all over the heels of David? That newcomer, he's been hot here. Got a set of hot shoes. He's like works through the S's. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make my way over to Twitch so I can get rid of the spam. Oh, I can't. Well, damn. All right. Looks like David is closing on Thomas as we got 9 minutes remaining in this sprint race. Who's going to get it here tonight? Looks like Marcellus made his way out as David looks to the outside of Marcellus with Mark behind him. Or, sorry, Stowers with Mark behind him. Wheel to wheel down this little straight. Stowers is going to have the position for the left-hander coming up as they all fall back in line. But, man, you could throw a blanket over them as Mark is working the back of David. These guys are just battling each other. Nobody can let up because they have somebody on their heels regardless of where they're at. Looks like Mark is in the best position because he's got nobody in his mirror. These guys are well out in front. Fourth place is 8 seconds behind these guys. So they have plenty of breathing room to race. Still don't want to make a mistake as Crawford's falling back. Go ahead and pull up the battle box for first, second, and third. That's how close these guys are. 2/10 in front of David is Thomas, and 6/10 behind him is that number 5 machine of Mark Crawford. He might be in a good position though, guys. Don't think that he doesn't have a chance. He's still in the draft, and these guys. We got lap traffic. Lap traffic definitely shook things up a little bit. That just made me pucker a little bit as the 51 of Timothy Pete got a little squirrely right there. As the leaders work their way around him, that allows David to get up next to Thomas as it's a drag race down to the left-hand turn. Thomas has been really good. Oh, lap car spins out behind him. Thomas has been really good about blocking that entry route into the next turn. Definitely playing good defense here tonight. As the battle for first is within 7/10 from first to third. That just stretched out a little bit, but Crawford still can reel him in as we already seen him do it once. 6.5 minutes left to this one. Can David get around Thomas? David now looking to the inside. Side by side, it looks like David might get it. No, Thomas pulls out back in front of him. David has to fall back in line as Mark Crawford is falling behind these guys. David makes another move. David might have it this time as he's got the preferred position going into turn one. Can he take it away from him? Drag race down the front straightaway. Side by side, door to door. Oh, it's still side by side. Stowers threw it in on the high side. Can he keep that position? He's going to be in position for the next one. What a power move by Stowers to maintain that lead. Wow, that was impressive. Stowers has been able to do what nobody else has done on the high side, and that's either maintain or make a pass. Stowers drops back into the lead. Everybody else single file behind him. As this battle for the lead continues to roll on with 5 minutes remaining in the sprint race. If they're going to put on this kind of battle during the sprint race, during a heat, what are they going to do in the feature? This is only going to get more intense as Mark Crawford knows he's in a good position. The good thing about where Mark Crawford is, he's going to start in front of these guys because the top 5 are inverted for the feature. If it were to end right now, Marcellus would be on the pole as he's in the 5th position. As David makes another move to the inside as they're drag racing down the front straight again. Can he do it this time? 4.5 minutes remaining as these guys are coming up on lap traffic again, about a minute in front of them. Thomas Stowers again throws it into the high side. It looks like David got a little bit more of an advantage that time. Can he pull in front of Stowers? Stowers is rolling back past him on the high side, and he's going to be in position for the next turn. Another power move by Stowers. A valiant effort by David, but he just can't seem to make it around him. As Mark Crawford's back up in it, they almost go 3 wide. He's now underneath David. Side by side. He took second. Now he's trying to get position on. Oh, he almost gets position on Stowers. Yeah, Stowers is killing it here tonight. He has to play a lot of defense. These guys are fast behind him. But he's been able to keep it, and he's done it with some power moves. Stowers, now 0.3 of a second in front of these guys. But now they're going to pick up on the draft and try and reel him back in. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to sprint race. Number 1. Well, there's only one sprint race, so I guess they're all number 1. And then they're off to the features. Oh, David almost got the sand. David all over the back of Mark. He's going to try and take that second place back. Can he do it on the outside? The only one that's been able to do that is Thomas. Oh, they're going to be 3 wide going into turn 1 as Mark Crawford gets the position on the bottom. Stowers up high. Oh, a little bump. That knocks Mark off into the grass. David lets him back in. Yeah, I know Stowers said he was going to message you. I didn't know you were out of town. You would have made 10. You got to get back. We'll see you next week, I'm sure. As this is giving Thomas a big cushion. Trucks will be at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we're doing the Chili Bowl. So guys, just so you know what the schedule is tonight, after this, we're going to watch some next-gen cars run at Vegas for KMM, Kool-Aid Monster, Motorsports, Las Vegas, and then after that, we will be going to the Chili Bowl to watch some Pro 2 Lights do battle. We did a test race earlier this week. It's absolutely epic. A little bit smaller field. We're going to go with 15 cars, but it's going to be a great race. Don't miss it. We got a lot of racing here tonight as David gets up underneath Mark, as Thomas Stowers is now able to get a 3-second lead on these guys. So the battle now is going to be for second. Mark loses it to David, but he's going to try and cross him over. There's a dirt move on asphalt. Yeah, I'll set you up as an admin when I set up the server. I appreciate it, Zach. I might be running a couple minutes late. It really depends on the KMM race. Look at these power moves these guys are putting on each other. We got less than 1 minute remaining. Do we have enough time to get one more lap in, or is this going to be the final lap? I think we're going to get one more lap here tonight. But yeah, Zach, when I build it, I'll go ahead and set you up as an admin. I really appreciate it because Levi's in the KMM race, and Max is out of town. Yeah, this is some great racing. Like, I didn't know how I was going to feel about road course racing, and I saw that Marcellus was putting this on. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Mark is going to get the most improved driver of the year award by far. He has steadily gotten better every week. Mark Crawford's going to get a win. But he's definitely the most improved driver as we got one lap to go. One lap to go for these guys. Can Mark Crawford take that second spot back as Thomas Stowers has a huge lead? He's up by 4 seconds. Oh, Crawford jukes him out after the block. Not in position, but maybe he can take advantage of it. Not yet. Oh, he stays next to him. He's currently got the second position. Can he keep it going through this right-hander? Almost hit wheels. Down into the sharp left. Still side by side. Mark Crawford's got to give and drops back into third. What a run by Mark Crawford here tonight. These little V's are fun, I'm telling you guys. Look, if you guys are new to road coursing, don't know road coursing, get up with these guys. They put on one heck of a show. And a little birdie told me that Marcellus might have something else going on with a different series. And we'll know more about that soon. Oh, Mark tries to drift it out. They're down the straightaway. Can he get the spot? I don't think he's got enough time as they're going to cross the start-finish line. Crawford can't quite get there, but put on one hell of a race. What a drag race between those two. Second place was less than 1/10 of a second as Thomas Stowers was 6 seconds out in front of these guys. What a run. What a run for that sprint race. All right, guys, we got a little warm-up going on here. As we got 10 viewers. We got a 5-minute warm-up. And then we're going to go racing for the feature. If you thought that racing was good, wait till you see what these guys will do to get a feature win here tonight. As we got 11 viewers up in the house. What's up, everybody? As we got, well, we just lost 2. But still a good showing here today for the Formula Vs. Guys, if you're down there in the chat, wherever you're at, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, a like, a share. Let's get some people in here watching these guys. They put on one heck of a show. Timothy Pete's going out. He's going to go get some practice. I just got a message saying that Smalling couldn't make it. He was apologizing, but there's no need to apologize. No need to apologize, bud. As I'm sure he's over. Let's go ahead and do an interview. Mark Crawford, James in the booth. You got a copy?
What's going on, James?
Man, what a run you had there. I was just telling everybody on the broadcast, if we have a most improved driver, you definitely have to be in the running because, man, you keep getting better every week. You think you got something for these guys in the future?
I hope so. What exactly happened there on turn 1 and like the last few laps? I know I got clipped, but I didn't see exactly what happened there.
It just looked like it was close racing. He had nowhere to go. He was trying to follow you in, and I think maybe you just slowed up a little more than he was expecting. He had the draft of both of you guys going into that. That draft seemed to play a big role.
I was just confused. I didn't see what happened there. I was just recover and get on the road, but
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
He definitely let you back out in front of him and didn't.
Yeah,
push
no,
the back.
that was gentleman's racing. That was good. But yeah, no, that was fun. That was awesome. 3 wide on the straightaway right there for that turn. That was some fun stuff.
Well, Justin couldn't make it, and he said on the stream, Crawford's looking fast tonight.
Thanks, James. We appreciate you.
All right, brother. Have a good one, and good luck in the future.
Thank you.
All right, guys. There's one of the drivers, Mark Crawford, as he's having a good run here tonight. He's going to go out there and try and get him a W, as he definitely looked like he could be a contender. We got 2 minutes left to this warm up. I'm going to go refill my drink, and I'll be right back. We are done with the warm-up and getting ready to line them up. We got 30 minutes here, and then I got to run over. I got to run over to, whatchamacallit, to KMM. I got to fly to Vegas from Summit Point for the next race. All right, let's pull up the starting grid for tonight's race, as we got Marcellus starting on the pole from the invert from the top 5. Spencer Pete starting second. Mark Crawford's going to be in a great position in third. David looking fast in that 4th position. Thomas Stowers, our championship leader right now, starting 5th. Juan starting 6th. David starting 7th. Conrado, somebody tell me if I'm saying that right, starting 8th. And Timothy Pete rounding out the field in that 10th position. Took some time to practice during that warm-up. You know he's ready to go, as these guys are about to take the green flag. Private jet, yep. Green flag is out as these guys take off. We got Marcellus in the lead. Mark Crawford moves up to second. He's going to try and get himself in position, see if he can pull Stowers on the outside. Nope. He's going to have to fall down in line. No! David's there. That blocks his way down. So they're side by side for second. David's going to move to the second spot with Stowers in tow. These guys are going to try and close in on Marcellus. Last week, Marcellus had computer issues. Can he keep that thing under him here tonight? David in second. Mark Crawford in third. Thomas Stowers in fourth. Spencer Pete in fifth. David in sixth. Conrado in seventh. Juan in eighth. Oh, we almost have we do have contact as Juan's around. Oh, Timothy Peak clips him. Marcellus in the lead. David on the hunt. Mark Crawford on his heels. And Thomas Stowers sitting there stalking his prey like any good predator. Marcellus has the field in tow. He should feel the pressure. They're breathing down his neck. David's been fast all night here, all week, even in the practices, as David makes a move. Can he make the pass on the outside as Mark is getting passed by Thomas Stowers? They're 2 by 2, first, second, third, and fourth. Down into turn one. Who's going to come out ahead? Oh, it looked like David might have locked him up a little bit. Had some slide, almost down into Stowers. Stowers under him for second. Side by side for the second place as Marcellus can see them both. That's like a pack of wolves chasing you, Marcellus. You better take off. Off into the sand. Somehow Stowers keeps it straight. Side by side with David. This gives Mark some breathing room. Can Stowers get along? Marcellus in position through that turn. Oh, David gets the curve, gets turned around. Falls way back. He's to sixth, seventh. Oh, this may be too much ground to make up. Tough run as he seemed to lock it and get down on the curb. That gives Marcellus a ton of breathing room as Stowers is going to reel him in quick. Mark on Stowers' heels. Mark was quick in the sprint. Can Mark get a good pit stop and stay with Stowers through this one to give himself the opportunity to win? Stowers closing in on Marcellus. Oh! Stowers makes a rare mistake sideways through the sand. This is actually exciting, guys. This is freaking awesome racing. As Stowers closing in on Marcellus. Marcellus diving down into turn one. Sees that gap shrinking on him. 0.5 of a second as Mark has lost these guys somewhat. Can he close the gap? Stowers hunting down Marcellus. Right now is a good time to be patient. I think that's what Stowers is doing. He's toying with him. As he closes the gap under 0.4 of a second. Through the S's. As Marcellus is able to pull slightly but coming out. Here comes Thomas Stowers. Down to 0.2 of a second. Stowers on the hunt. That thing's looking like an arrow through the track. Looking. Nothing there. Falls back in line. Falls back slightly as it looks like Marcellus is able to gain ground through the fast part of the track down the front straightaway. David fell all the way back to seventh. It's a heartbreaker for David. Yeah, he just barely clipped you too. Barely. Yeah, I saw that. I was on you. I was going through the field and I was on you when you spun. Stowers hunting down Marcellus. You've just been catching bad luck, Juan. One of these races you're gonna get a good race and be up there. Stowers on the heels of Marcellus, back down to 0.2 of a second. He's so fast through this part of the track. Can he close to be able to take advantage of the long straightaways and the fast turns? Or will Marcellus be able to gap him again? Oh, Thomas is there. 0.1 of a second on his heels. This is some good racing, guys. These guys put on one heck of a show. Let's go see what else we got. Let's see what the chopper view looks like. Here's the chopper view of these two as they're going down the front straightaway. Marcel is trying to break that draft, but Thomas just follows. Thomas to the outside, down into turn one. He's made this move work quite a few times. Can he do it again? No! He's got to fall back in line. He wasn't close enough. He's got to be in better position than that. Now he gets the position underneath Marcellus. The left-hand turn. Can Marcellus stop him coming up through here? Stowers to the lead. Oh, as Marcellus fights back down on the inside. Marcellus is going to have the position through this right-hander. Can he slide in front of Thomas? No. Thomas is back through the sharp turn. That's going to give him the spot. And Marcellus has no choice but to fall back in line. Marcellus tries to fight back. Meanwhile, Mark Crawford is back almost 2 seconds from these guys. Can he close the gap? He was hoping they were going to race a little bit longer so he could get there. Or can he make a strategic pit stop in order to close the gap at the end of this one? Pit stops will play a role as our top two cars are still stuck together down the front straightaway. Marcellus will be in the draft. This is what he's got to count on. Stay in the draft. Moves to the inside. Coming down into turn one. Can Marcellus get him, or will he fall victim to Stowers with the power move on the outside? No, Stowers is going to have to fall back in line. Stowers back to second. Tries to cross him over. He does. Not going to be in position for the next turn. Stowers is probably not going to get him. Stowers is going to end up having to fall back in line, and he does. So another lead change. Oh, as Marcellus grabs a little bit of gravel and throws it in Thomas's face. Nose to tail for the lead. These guys have been battling it out. This is a great battle here on the track. This is the part where Thomas is so quick. This part has made the difference for Thomas's race. Thomas reeling Marcellus back in. Can Marcellus's computer hold out long enough to take the victory? We're going to find out in about 21 minutes. So, Stowers almost grabs the gravel again, is able to stay out of it. Mark Crawford has now fallen back 2.2 seconds behind Thomas Stowers. Thomas to the inside of Marcellus. He's got the position going into the turn. Marcellus sends it in deep. Side by side through turn one. Marcellus almost off the track. Has to back it up in order to stay. That's going to get the lead back to Stowers. Can Marcellus fight back? Marcellus tries to get the position going in the left-hander. Nothing there. That door closed. Marcellus has just got to stay on his heels. He's so much faster down the straightaway, it seems. Through the S's. Multiple S's through here. Oh, we got a lap car that crashed. That was Spencer Pete. These guys had to work their way around Spencer. Nose to tail for first and second. Tough luck for Spencer. Marcellus still trying to reel back in Stowers down the straight. One of the straights. Can he get himself in position down the front straightaway to make a move on the inside of turn one? We're going to find out here as he's in the draft of Thomas Stowers. Makes the move down to the inside. Stowers holds his lane. Side by side again. Once again, down into turn one. Who's going to get it? Marcellus gets past him on the straightaway. That's going to pretty much give it to him going into turn one. Stowers has no choice but to fall back in line as Marcellus drifts high. That lets Stowers back underneath him. It's a drag race again down into the next left-hand turn. Stowers gets the lead. Back. What a power move. And a little bobble from Marcellus. Any little mistake these guys make is going to be amplified so much more because they're so close. Stowers looking for a place to pass. Can't find it. Stays on the heels of Marcellus. Such a tricky part of the track. These guys are so much better than I am. Marcellus in second, trying to reel in Stowers. Can he be close enough for the front straight again? He's so strong through these fast and sweeping turns and straightaways. Oh, and they throw it in through that fast right-hander down the front straightaway. Marcellus on his heels. Looks blocked. Thomas finally blocks him down the front straightaway. Marcellus goes to the top. He may have killed just enough of his momentum to not... Oh, no! Marcellus is going to get it. He sends it into one. Oh! Too hard. He gets loose off into the grass. Oh, the one mistake. It's all about not making mistakes, and that gives Mark Crawford the second position. Tough luck for Marcellus as he falls back to third. Just gets a little bit of dirt. Oh! It just caught when he tried to correct it. Pretty much all that happened there. Tough luck from Marcellus. Marcellus is back to third. Can he reel these guys in? Now the one thing is, if his computer holds out, Marcellus is so good with the pit strategy, he may be able to make up some ground on these two. We're going to find out at some point as we got 17 minutes remaining in the feature. Almost halfway through. Now would be a good time for the track mat. Alright, so you can see first place, second place, third place, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth on the track mat. That gives you an idea of where everybody is at. Right now, Mark can see Stowers. That's all he cares about. Stowers isn't too far away, and he has closed the gap. It's down to 1.5 seconds back to second, as these guys had almost a 3-second lead on him at one point. Can Marcellus close the gap in the rest of the way? Or can Mark Crawford close in the gap the rest of the way as Thomas Stowers maintains the lead? We're going to go back to this battle here as it seems to be heating up for the fifth position. Timothy's got it. David's reeling him in. David's got a lap car to deal with of Spencer Pete. So luckily Timothy's got family to slow down that number 21 machine of David. But is it going to be enough? David's been fast. He made the one mistake. This has been a race of not making a mistake. And the one person who hasn't been making mistakes is our leader, Thomas Stowers. So right now the battle is David's trying to get around the lap car. How much trouble will the lap car of Spencer Pete give him? As we are halfway through this one. David on the hunt. So he's going to need he's going to need some help. Oh, Spencer Pete up into the gravel, somehow saves it. That's going to allow David to get around quickly. Marcellus is making that pit stop. Marcellus did go in the pits. First and second is still together, but David Kaufman has moved his way up to third. Marcellus is out of the pits. Marcellus in the 61 machine in the sixth position. That's probably how I should do it, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think I should go by position Or should I go by car number on the map? You guys let me know in the chat. Which one do you think is better? As the battle for fourth is on. David has gotten to the back of Timothy. Can he get around him? Working hard. Our leader in the 211 well out in front. You like the car number? Thank you. Thank you. As it looks like the 5 machine has gone into the pits, and so has the 8. As you see in the map, they gray out when they go into the pits. Thomas Stowers in the lead as the battle for, I don't know what position it is now. It's got to be for second, is waging on between Timothy and David. But David just can't seem to get around Spencer Pete in order to battle the 51. What's up, Uncle Kenny? Down into turn 1, David finally gets around. Kenny hunt down that number 51 machine at Timothy Pete. Our leader still out, still needs to make a pit stop. Needs to calculate it correctly. One mistake under the pits could cost him, as the 08 is still in the pits. Did David get caught speeding? Oh, what's up, Jeremy? There's trouble down in the chat. What's up, Jeremy? David hunting down Timothy. Both these guys need to pit, along with leader Thomas Stowers. Will Thomas go in this time? He does not. Thomas does not go, as we got 12 minutes remaining to the feature. Yeah, I got one heck of a show. I got this. Oh, what a move by David trying to get around Timothy Pete, as Timothy Pete blocks him. I have this. Timothy Pete down in the pit. They give David second. I have this. Then I have a next gen race after this, immediately after this. And then I have the Pro 2 lights tonight. Pro 2 lights are going to the Chili Bowl, guys. You don't want to miss it. All right, where did Mark came out? He looks pretty good, but Marcellus isn't too far behind. Oh no, Uncle Kenny's giving the internet company hell. Will Stowers pit this time by almost everybody, but our first and second place cars have been on pit road. Mark Crawford with a solid run running in third. Marcellus trying to chase him down. That's probably going to be the battle of the race if Stowers makes no mistakes. Stowers going into the pits now. Our leader on pit road. Will David follow him in? Can Stowers have a perfect pit? No mistakes by the 211. And he's got this one in the bag. If he makes a mistake, who knows? Could Mark Crawford be a first-time winner this season? Can he steal the show? It doesn't sound good. Our second place, David, now on to pit road. Crawford, we're going to follow him in the number 5 machine. Down the front straightaway. As Stowers is coming out. It looks like Mark Crawford did not gain a bunch on him. Or anything, as Stowers has a 7-second lead. Marcellus 6 seconds behind second place, and then David is way behind them. But David's made his way up. He's got a battle for it. David may still get a 4th place finish out of this, but he's got to get around that number 52 machine. So many. Look, if you find that, Jeremy, you let me know, because we could make a killing off of it. Our leader, Thomas Stowers, 6 seconds ahead of Mark Crawford. Mark Crawford. Right? That's what we're all saying. Mark Crawford in second, looking to get a good finish here tonight. Marcellus in third, trying to hunt down Mark Crawford. Is there enough time as we got 9 minutes left in this one? Nine minutes remaining. Stowers well out in front of Crawford. Crawford is creeping slowly. He's got it down to just about 6.5 seconds. And he's got a lap car that he's going to be able to pull some draft off of. Will that make a difference and help him close the gap into the lead? We should find out here shortly. The draft plays such a big role on down these long, fast straightaways. So if he catches that lap car in just the right spot, it could help him. As he had a little bobble there, he's going to lose some ground on Stowers. Marcel is definitely digging in hard. But right now, I think the battle on the track is going to end up being for fourth. As David sitting fifth, trying to get some redemption from that early mistake. He would like to get a podium, but first you got to get around fourth to... man, I don't know if he's going to catch third. These guys are 12 and 13 seconds behind third place. But hey, fourth is better than fifth. Fourth is definitely better. Yeah, we will probably ruin the world if we find that, in all reality. In all reality, we probably ruin the world if we found a rewind button. I mean, I got a rewind button on this, but it doesn't give him another chance. Right now, David is closing on that fourth place machine of Conrado. Slowly trying to get some redemption as he's down one spot, at least get back to where he started. Closing in down to 6/10. The battle for the lead has pretty much stayed the same, but it looks like Marcellus is definitely closing on that number 5 machine of Mark Crawford. Does he have enough time as we got 6.5 minutes left? As we got the battle for fourth. Sorry. The 21 is there. Can he get around? One thing to catch somebody, something totally different to pass him, as these green machines are about to do battle. Brazil versus, I don't know if it's Australia or New Zealand. Two different sides of the world doing battle here tonight. One racing during the day, one racing at night. One is racing today, one is racing tomorrow. I think that's the best way to put it. David has our future in mind as he's racing in tomorrow. He's trying to get past the fourth place machine of Conrado. Down the front straightaway. Can he get the draft and get around him? Looks to the outside. Looks to the inside. He's got the drag right down the front straightaway. Does David have it? Currently he has the position. Can he keep it down into the first turn? Oh, big run on the high side. He threw. Oh, contact. They both spin. Oh, they both were trying so hard. Don't need credit, just need to press it. Oh, man, tough one for those two. As David gets it moving, can he reel them back in? Let's go back and see. He just threw it in, came down. Man, tough break for David, as he was a victim of that one. Yeah, that was definitely unfortunate. David, our newcomer, so much bad luck, trying to be respectful, and just incidental contact there. He becomes a victim. Let's see if he reels him back in before the end of this one, as we got 4.5 minutes remaining. He's 3 seconds back, and he's so much faster. There's a good chance he could reel him in. He's almost a second faster, so I think he could reel him in potentially. Meanwhile, we're going to go back to this battle. See what the gap is right now. So Mark Crawford is 4.5 seconds in front of Marcellus. Excuse me. It looks like it's going to be awful hard for him to catch him. And Thomas is 7 seconds out front. Thomas, way out front. He's in his own world. He says, "See ya." Thomas Stour's been so perfect. You like to just ask for the bad luck, right? I love the color green. That's my favorite color. But right now, Mark Crawford's loving that color blue as he's sitting pretty in second. I think this is going to be his best finish of the season. Justin, I don't think Mark's gotten second yet, has he? Marcellus. Yeah. Marcellus finally seems to be fighting through those computer woes, and he's going to get himself a podium finish if he can just maintain where he's at. So just so you guys know, you saw that unfortunate situation between those two. Cavrado is only he's a rookie, 662 I rating. He's definitely new at this. He's done a great job here. That was definitely a rookie mistake, but still a strong drive out of that number 52. Yeah, he's doing better than I would, so I can't say anything about his run here tonight. David trying to reel him in. He's definitely faster. That gap is closing. It's down to 1.5 seconds. He's got 2 minutes to get there. Oh, it's 2 seconds now. 2 minutes to get there. Can he get there? Will he send it in? As our top three are sitting pretty uncomfortable with their podiums. Right now, it looks like Thomas has turned it down a bit. Looks like Mark Crawford is definitely closing. But there's only 1.5 minutes left. I don't think he's got too much to worry about. Marcellus sitting there nicely in third as he's coming up on the lap car of Spencer Pete. Can he get around him safely? Last lap. Last lap. Stowers is great. He just told me that, by the way. Marcellus solidly in third. Finally getting a run. Good job out of him here tonight as he gets around the lap car gingerly, just trying to make it to the end of this one. Yeah, Mark Crawford is definitely closing, but it's too little too late. And it looks like the battle for fourth is really starting to heat up. I don't think he's got time. Well, he's got one more lap. He's got one more lap to do it. As these guys diving in. Oh, man. He just sent it. Wow. Connected to Wi-Fi is worse than your crappy signal? Tells me there's something wrong with your internet. I get why you're arguing with him. So this battle is coming down to the end. As our leader Thomas is coming to the start finish line. We'll jump back to that battle here in just 1 second. Thomas Stowers is going to take the victory here at Summit Point. Mark Crawford with a solid second. Marcellus is going to bring it home third. Now back to the battle for fourth. David is there. Is there enough time? Is there down the last, one of the last straightaways, down into the last sweeping corner? Can he get him before the start-finish line? He's got a huge run. Coming out the final turn. Big draft. Is he going to be able to take it? Moves to the inside. Drag race down the front straightaway. Who's going to get it across the line? David got it. David got it just barely for the fourth position. Cavrado with a solid fifth. Great run out of the rookie. David As they all die. Wow. Murder. Murder. Let's go back and take a look at that one. Oh. Dead. In all fairness, they were racing hard for position there. Oh man, what a... Alright, let's go in and talk to our winners with an epic battle here tonight. Alright, let me jump in. Let's bring in our third place driver as I mute everybody. Well, since I got a couple marks in here, I'm going to go with Marcellus. But Marcellus, you finally get that podium finish. You've had so much bad luck this season. Your computer holds out for you today, and you have a strong finish. A little bit of a mistake early on, but still end up getting that third place. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, James. I had a nice little run for the lead there with Thomas in the first part of the race. I went around the outside in turn one, and I think I hit the dirt with the rear wheel or something like that, and it snapped on me, and that was basically it. It was too bad because it was a lot of fun. I love racing guys like Thomas to keep it clean, and we can go side by side whenever we want to, and I think we were pretty evenly matched, so it's kind of bad. Kind of sad I made that mistake, but overall I'm still pretty happy with the podium finish.
Yeah, I think what I seen when on replay was you just clipped it just a little bit, and then when you corrected it, just gripped and shot you to the left. But man, Thomas makes you be perfect out there, as he's had a phenomenal season, and I don't think anybody can beat him at this point. But man, you guys are trying.
Yeah, I think the championship is really going his way, and that's great. I mean, congrats to him, but that doesn't mean we're going to stop trying to beat him in the last few races.
Hey, a win's a win. Well, anybody you got to thank for this one here tonight?
Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for showing up. We had a poor attendance last time. It's a lot better. It's just this time, I think we had a great race. Thank you very much for the broadcast once again. Great job. And congratulations to Thomas and Mark.
Thank you. All right, let's bring in our second place driver. Oh, Mark Crawford. Ah, there you are. I was going to say you're muted. Man, what a run here tonight. I thought you might have something for those guys, but I mean, they were battling so hard. It almost seemed like you were being a little bit safe, keeping back behind them a little bit, and just Thomas was too much for anybody.
Yeah, it's hard to catch whenever you got two in front of you. They're drafting each other the whole time, and so they're significantly faster than you. And so when you get stuck like in third place, you just kind of, even when you're hitting it perfect, you just find yourself a little bit slower, and that's kind of where I found myself. I was hoping maybe try an undercut Thomas, but you know, I'm really happy with podiums tonight. It feels good. It feels good for it to finally pay off. You know, I actually started doing this like I think 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And so to sit here tonight and get two podiums against people like Thomas and Marcellus and David, they are solid. You cannot mess up with them. When you said that, you are 100% correct.
Yeah, definitely. They require you to be perfect, and you might have made the right decision, as it seemed like anybody that tried to battle up for that lead seemed to catch some trouble, and you just stayed back there and got yourself a solid finish out of it. Is there anybody you got to thank out there tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank my beautiful wife is watching, and my awesome father-in-law. So thank y'all for tuning in. I don't know if my brother's watching tonight, but I want to thank Acuity Instruments and Seiko Speed for letting me run their logos on my car. And yeah, thank you, and thank Marcellus for putting this on. This is something awesome to look forward to every week. It's nice.
Well, you keep inching further and further up front. Maybe you can grab yourself a victory next week.
I'm trying. I mean, you can only go up, so we'll see.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
You too, James. Catch you later.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. On to our winner. I'm getting tired of talking to you. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, Thomas? What a good victory here today. They made you work for it.
They did, man. I hated it to see David spin out. I hated it when Mark kind of dropped off a little bit. And then Marcellus, he went off the track there. He just ran a little wide. But super respectful race and tough. I mean, it was like heavyweight fight. Heavy blow after, uppercut. And everybody was respectful. It was a good show.
Well, it looks like you were just able to stay perfect a little bit longer than everybody else. But, man, if they had kept that up for 30 minutes, it would have made it awful hard for you to be perfect for that whole thing.
Yeah, I can only wish for something like that. Mark was super quick. He didn't have, I guess, have the best qualifying, but he popped right up there when it came race time. And Marcellus was right there. Marcellus had that accident off the track. I think it worked out for him because when it reset, he didn't have to pit again. That's pretty awesome. He made the most of it. I think that is a whole lot of luck.
Yeah, definitely helped starting on the point of that one, and he definitely. I mean, half an inch lower, you guys would have been battling it out for even longer.
Yeah, I was racing in VR, so I was looking to my left. I saw him get sideways, and I thought he was going to come across the track. And half these guys, not in this field, but half the guys in our race would have just let it come across the track. And he made sure he didn't wreck me, so I appreciate that. But great racing, great broadcast, it's a good show.
Well, anybody you want to thank tonight?
Let's thank Hendrick for the amazing, Hendrick Motorsports for the amazing horsepower, great car. They did a good job with the tires. They were definitely prepped up, ready to go, and staggered special. And Trident Insurance, Blue Marlin Logistics, smoking hot, amazing wife. And yeah, man, thanks for the show.
You've been waiting all week to say that, haven't you?
I mean,
all right, so that's Kyle Larson in the booth, and okay. All right.
Yeah, they got on to me last week. I had a call from Mr. Hendrick himself when I didn't mention it, so he was upset with that.
All right, brother. Well, good run tonight, and I will catch you next time or tonight.
Yeah, man. We'll see you later on tonight.
All right, later, bud. Good run out of these drivers here tonight as they put on one heck of a show. We're going to go ahead and close it down with the final grid, and then I got to hurry up and get to Vegas. I think I got about 10 minutes to get there. I don't know if I can make it, but let's go ahead and show our finishing results for the race. We got Thomas Stowers in first, Mark Crawford in second, Marcellus in third, David in fourth, Conrado in fifth, David in sixth, Timothy in seventh, Spencer, Pete in eighth, and Juan rounding out the field with that terrible luck at the beginning of this one. Hopefully you can get back out here and get a better one next week. But guys, as always, eat a burrito and I'll make it. Yep. As always, be safe and tune back in about 10 minutes.